Okay, so let me get going. Yeah. One. Ah, fuck you, you're not connecting properly. One, two. Fantastic. Instantly kill you. Fucking insta kill. Fuck, they didn't. Oh no, 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 they hit like a truck. They probably will insta kill me on fucking insanity difficulty. So I'm gonna do. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh. Game's still fucking popping in. That's not right. Bump my mic. I just put those. Run better. Not like my computer. Oof. I'll just put them back on. There's not much action. There's a lot more talking and shit. I'll fucking make do. Computer's not the best, but I'll make fucking do. Not like that fucking lighting engine. We're going to the hospital. We've got to see Caden.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please. Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Man, it does not. What the fuck is this choppy shit? What the fuck? Goes off then. Fuck me. You don't. Why is there so few graphic settings? Wow, this is. Why is it so fucking choppy here? I need to do with the lighting. I feel like my computer is not up to the task for this. Over here. Runs perfect fine. Over here, look at all that shit.
Hello, Commander Shepard.
Okay, runs better like that.
Hospital. The human specialist medical officer in charge is Dr. Michel. Also, please note that specialists for all known Citadel species are on call. Please ensure that you observe proper decontamination protocols at all times while in this area.
You can really cover treatment for any kind of species here.
Huerta Memorials.
What about Quarians?
Needed for any multi-species medical facility. This facility's attendant levels can also replicate the living conditions needed to accommodate other, more exotic species. Aquatic environments, for example, are available on short notice.
The fuck species are aquatic?
What about the medical staff? How do they deal with so many species?
All personnel are required to undergo mandatory and regular psychological evaluations, as well as refresher courses. Hospital administration understands how difficult it can be for staff to deal with such a wide variety of patients. It is imperative they be offered the support needed to retain their current high standards.
What else is in the area?
The Huerta Memorial Hospital has experts from every major race in residency, with many specializing in xenomedicine. The facility works with prestigious medical universities from around the galaxy, offering internships to residents and nurses. With access to cutting-edge technology and support from major pharmaceutical companies, the hospital ensures the best care to its patients.
Where'd the hospital get its name?
It is named after President Christopher Huerta of Earth's United North American States.
Oh.
The donor who requested the tribute expressed the desire to remain anonymous.
Thank you.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
They don't really give much assistance there. So I'm just gonna fucking put them both. Fuck it. Fuck it! Dr. Chakwas.
Shepard, there you are.
Dr. Chakwas, you're here?
I'm working at an Alliance R&D lab down in Shelter Wards, coordinating closely with Admiral Hackett. I heard you escaped Earth in the Normandy, and that someone was critically injured. I came as fast as I could.
We had a run-in with a Cerberus synthetic on Mars. Caden took the worst of it. How is he doing?
Very well, all things considered. I'm impressed with Major Alenko's resilience, as well as Dr. Michel's expertise. I wish I could have been there to help on Mars.
It's been 6 months, Doctor. How have you been?
Good. I've been fortunate. When they impounded Normandy, the Alliance didn't really know what to do with me. I was never officially part of Cerberus, and I'd gotten a proper leave of absence from my previous post.
So you hadn't technically...
Did all the fucking paperwork properly, unlike the rest of us.
Doctors.
Yes, though I suppose if you were judged to be a war criminal, I would have been tried as an accessory.
Your place is in Normandy's medbay, not some lab.
I couldn't agree more. You say the word and I'm with you.
The Normandy wouldn't be the same without you, Doctor. Get your things. Docking Bay D-24.
Yes, Commander. And thank you.
Yay!
Don't thank me so soon. Remember, Joker's still aboard.
And I'd be surprised if he's been remembering his medication.
Hey, I was gonna go through every stream. I was gonna go through section in the journal.
The Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Solarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain
Go
peace
through 5
throughout
of
the
these every
galaxy. Since
stream.
then, the Asari have
There's just
served
so
as
many
the
at this
mediators
point.
and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. Each Asari can attune her nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability...
What if there's ever been an Asari that has a fucking kid with a fucking rat or some
about
shit?
Asari promiscuity.
Fucked up
Asari can
fucking
live for over
Asari
1,000
born from that.
years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors. The second species to join the Citadel, the Solarians, are warm-blooded amphibians with a hyperactive metabolism. Solarians think fast, talk fast, and move fast. To Solarians, other species seem sluggish and dull-witted. Unfortunately, their metabolic speed leaves them with a relatively short lifespan. Solarians over the age of 40 are a rarity. The Solarians were responsible for advancing the development of the primitive Krogan species to use as soldiers during the Rachni Wars. They were also behind the creation of the genophage bioweapon the Turians used to quell the Krogan rebellions several centuries later.
Yeah, there's several
Solarians are
centuries
known
between
for
those 2
their
points.
observational capability and non-linear thinking. This manifests as an aptitude for research and espionage. They are constantly experimenting and inventing, and it is generally accepted that they always know more than they're letting on. Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in
We need the
Citadel
Turians.
space.
We fucking
They
need the
make up the single
Turians. Holy
largest
shit.
portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy.
We need the
Despite a
Krogans and
somewhat
the fucking
colonial attitude
Turians.
towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Actually, however, the two species are allies and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
Species.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were the only spacefaring species in the galaxy. They vanished in a swift galactic extinction. Only the legacy of their empire remains. They are believed to have built the mass relays and the Citadel, which have allowed numerous species to explore and expand throughout the galaxy. Prothean ruins are found on worlds across the galaxy. While surprisingly
I'll do one more
intact
after
for
this.
their age, functioning examples of Prothean paleotechnology are rare. Time and generations of looters have picked their dead cities and derelict stations clean. Some believe the Protheans meddled in the evolution of younger races. The Hanar homeworld of Khaje, for example, shows clear evidence of former Prothean occupation. The presence of a former Prothean observation post on Mars has caused a rebirth of interventionary evolutionists among humans. These individuals believe the god myths of ancient civilizations are misremembered encounters with aliens.
Uncancelled.
In the early 2160s, the Alliance began aggressive colonization of worlds in the Skyllian Verge, much to the dismay of the Batarians who had been developing the region for several decades. In 2171, the Batarians petitioned the Council to declare the Verge a zone of Batarian interest. The Council refused, however, declaring unsettled worlds in the region open to human colonization. In protest, the Batarians closed their Citadel embassy and severed official diplomatic relations with the Council, effectively becoming a rogue state.
Don't pump the
They
mic.
instigated a proxy war in the Verge by funneling money and weapons to criminal organizations, urging them to strike at human colonies. Hostilities peaked with the Skyllian Blitz of 2176, an attack on the human capital of Elysium by Batarian-funded pirates and slavers. In 2178, the Alliance retaliated with a crushing assault on the moon of Torfan, long used as a staging base by Batarian-backed criminals. In the aftermath, the Batarians retreated into their own systems and are now rarely seen in Citadel space.
Check that again. Once.
Welcome to Serta.
Hello there.
Serta
Moods.
is a non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs of all sapient life.
Goodbye. Night.
All profits from sales go to help new medical research. Be safe.
So, the nurse tells me you've refused to bathe and you only want to talk to another Asari.
Yes. Can I have a gun?
I'm sorry, no.
Maybe I could be transferred to another hospital then. Someplace unsecured. I could have a gun then, right?
Oh
I
shit.
know humans. Wherever you transfer me, it shouldn't have humans.
The humans are our allies. You don't trust them?
No, it's not that. How are my eyes? What color are they right now?
Maybe you could tell me what happened.
Shit. I think she had interacted with Cerberus. Shit. Hello. And me.
Patient's stable for now.
That was touch and go. Good work, Dr. Freilich.
Narrow splint's still the best course of action.
I'll see if we have the required spatial bindings. Meet you back here.
That's a very nice view. I don't think I'll be able to go down there. I haven't been down there since Mass Effect 1. I think I'm going to be allowed back. And my computer does not like this area. It really does not like this fucking area.
Didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Well, we need to prescribe you another round of antibiotics.
For when I ship out.
I have some bad news. Your squad applied the Medigel correctly, but infection had already set in by the time they found you. I'm sorry. I'm afraid we have to remove your leg below the knee.
What? But I don't understand. It doesn't even hurt.
It would if we took you off the painkillers, Lieutenant.
Ah, Kaidan. Yeah. How you going, Kaidan?
Hey, Kaidan. Don't know if you can hear me, but since you can't tell me to get the hell out either, I'm gonna take my chances. Don't die, Kaidan. You've got to fight. We need you in this.
Oh, that's a bit of texture clipping right there.
Again. Reminded me you're a hell of a soldier. The Alliance could sure use you. I could use you. You need anything, Doc, let me know. Come on, Kaidan. Fight.
Maybe the compatibility mode didn't help. Renegade things for that? That seemed like the kind one. Fuck. What the fucking... What? Okay. Oh well. Maybe I'll turn off the compatibility mode next time. Where now?
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please.
Oh.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Fuck. My computer does not like the Citadel for some reason. I have no fucking clue why.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment.
Let's go back to the Normandy.
Now arriving at Docking Bay D-24.
Yeah, my computer is not fucking like... I wonder if it's because the compatibility mode, because I turned that on for this stream I did. Maybe that's what... Oh. You know what? It's really annoying me. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna fucking exit the game. And then fucking relaunch it. That's actually really annoying me. Give it a second. Again. Why did you look? Give me a second. long this game takes to launch. It takes forever. Gotta connect to Origin and all that fucking bullshit. My god. Oh. Got something. Second. Oh. There we go. Cool. Fantastic. Hopefully this will run better. Hopefully. Could just be the Citadel being fucking, I don't know. I feel like it's got something to do with the lighting, because the lighting engine looks a bit. That's somewhat better. Under the norm. Okay. Fuck is this? Is this Earth? Shit, is this Earth? Oh no, not the birch trees. Just going the wrong way. Nah, I gotta chase the kid. That him over there? Oh, I'm coming to get ya! I just trip over this. I just clip through it. Fantastic. There's a park. There's a park. This is. Hello, child. Come to kill you. I'm gonna get ya. I'm gonna oh fuck! Just popped out of render. Oh no, he burning. Oh no. Oh, my eyes are clipping through my eyelids. Oh man.
Liara, can I help you?
What was that with my
I've
eyes?
been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device. It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
We gotta fucking save the Primarch.
I know.
Are you alright?
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
The Reapers are here, now. And the Council, the other races, are only interested in looking after themselves.
Yeah.
How many civilians are dying while they
The
wait?
fuck is this animation?
At least the Council can't deny the Reapers exist. They'll come around. They've got to.
Commander Shepard, I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone.
I was just leaving.
Commander Shepard, I'm comm specialist Samantha Traynor with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance. There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
I need the Normandy functional. What exactly have you done to my ship?
We upgraded communications and removed most of the Cerberus tech, Commander.
About 80.
Meaning?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Traynor has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Oh, wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Edie's an AI. Fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
It has requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour? I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades.
You're fucking lesbian.
In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal. The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room. And there you are. Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCon.
Cool.
Commander, Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council. Sounds like they're running scared.
The Council's been a pain in my ass from day one. I'm done with them.
Then what's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
Yeah.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we
And
don't have a
what
whole lot
Council's
to
just a
back it up
fucking
right now.
middleman, busybody,
Then build
fucking get
alliances.
fucked.
Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get.
Yep.
We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
You can count on it, sir.
It's not just me, it's everyone back on Earth. Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces have to hold out until we deal with the enemy.
I understand.
Holy shit, it was just...
Good.
How long does it take Earth to fucking taken down? Holy
I'll be
shit.
expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
I thought we were just fucking lost. Everyone's a lot better. War room. War assets. The people, weapons, armies, and fleets that you've accumulated are your war assets. The overall readiness of the galaxy determines how effectively these assets perform in the final battle. Systems Alliance represents humanity's economic, political, military reach to the galaxy. Naval forces are led by Admiral Stephen Hackett. Alliance Engineering Corps. Alliance Engineering Corps cuts roads through mountains and builds bases on asteroids. Fuck me, there's a lot. Builds bases on asteroids. While the bulk of the AEC has active wartime duties, their brightest helping build the device of Prothean origin recovered on Mars. Due to the staggering amount of raw materials required, the AEC has been given unprecedented emergency funding for any Alliance resources that will not interfere with the deployment of troops. 103rd Marine Division. The old saying, every Marine is a rifleman, still holds true in the Alliance. Every Marine enlistee, from clerk to sniper, goes through a period of infantry training. As a result, the 103rd Marine Division is Earth's largest collection of Special Forces soldiers. Officers from notable battles such as the Skillian Blitz and the First Contact War run harsh training exercises in a variety of environments, insisting the Marines be prepared to storm any beach on any planet. This training has been useful in the Reaper War, as the 103rd can be fighting in an Arctic desert one week, crawling through jungles the next. Admiral Mikhailovich. When the Reaper called Sovereign attacked the Citadel in 2183, Rear Admiral Boris Mikhailovich led the 63rd Scout Flotilla against it. 63rd suffered the fewest losses of any Alliance flotilla during the Battle of the Citadel, while providing crucial support for the 5th Fleet carriers and dreadnoughts. The Alliance promoted Mikhailovich from Rear Admiral to Admiral after the battle, and tasked him with rebuilding and upgrading his ships. Combat experience with the Reapers has been invaluable in devising strategies against Alliance 1st Fleet. 1st Fleet was stationed near the Charon Relay when the Reapers invaded the Solar System. By the time Admiral Hackett issued the order to retreat, oh, he's Admiral, okay, not Rear Admiral. Issued the order to retreat. Its size, once the largest in the Alliance Navy, had been cut by half. Commanding Admiral Innes Lindholm made the painful decision to use a tenth of the fleet's remaining vessels as cover so the remainder could escape. Her gamble paid off as the 1st Fleet limped out at the relay to rally with the rest of the Alliance force on the run. That's 3rd Fleet. Stationed at Arcturus, the 3rd Fleet is headed by Admiral Hitesh Singh. When the Reapers came for the station, Singh had already pulled his command ship SSV Logan back to an ideal firing position for its mass accelerator cannons. The Dreadnought's guns managed to slow down a destroyer before it could demolish the 3rd Fleet, but Singh was forced to retreat in the face of overwhelming opposition. Alliance 5th Fleet. The 5th Fleet became famous across the galaxy after spearheading Alliance forces at the Battle of the Citadel. It was guarding Arcturus Station when the Reapers attacked. After a bloody and desperate battle, Admiral Hackett gave the order to retreat, sacrificing the entirety of the Alliance 2nd Fleet to give the 3rd and 5th a chance to escape. That's why there's no 2nd Fleet. Where's the 4th? 5th Fleet's engineers are busy repairing the damaged vessels, grimly anticipating return to Earth and avenge against the Reapers. Alliance frigate Normandy SR-2. When the original SSV Normandy was destroyed, Cerberus rebuilt the ship from stolen Alliance plans. Dubbed the SR-2, the Alliance took the new Normandy apart and refitted some of its systems with new technology of its own. As a result, the SR-2 Normandy is the highest performing frigate in the entire Alliance Navy, possibly the fastest ship in its class. Normandy is commanded by Shepard, an Alliance officer and humanity's first Spectre. Updated. To bolster the Normandy's firepower, Commander Shepard installed a Thanix magnetic hydrodynamic cannon on the ship's undercarriage. Based on Reaper technology, the powerful weapon fires molten metal accelerated to a fraction of the speed of light. Updated. Before taking on the Collectors, Commander Shepard reinforced the Normandy's superstructure with Solaris armor. This protective layer of carbon nanotube sheeting can withstand temperatures that would instantly vaporize more conventional armor. Updated. The Normandy has been upgraded with cyclonic barrier technology, allowing the ship's mass effect field projectors to fire rapidly oscillating barriers that deflect rather than directly absorb kinetic shock. Mineral resources. Commander Shepard uncovered significant elemental deposits while scanning planets with the Normandy SR-2. When the Alliance dry docked with the Normandy, it seized all recovered elements. This material surplus has gone towards building the Prothean discovered device. Forces are overwhelmed by Reapers on multiple fronts, taking heavy casualties. Troops assisting And a final push will have a strength of 332, and its success is very poor. Each conflict zone has arenas range. Oh well, left unattended, these zones and reduce the overall range. I gotta fucking balance these. Cool. Inner council space. This territory includes the Solarian, Turian, Volus, and Hanar homeworlds, as well as the Citadel, part of the councils. The Citadel receives a constant influx of diplomats, military officials, major corporate shareholders, and others who seek to do business at the seat of the galaxy, of the galactic governance. Council races provide peacekeeping ships that patrol inner council space, but they use diplomacy and other peaceful means to settle most disputes in this area of the galaxy. Terminus systems. Terminus systems are an area of space uncontrolled by the Citadel. A refusal to relinquish independence is all that unites its numerous colonies, gangs, and factions. People of all species flock here to make their fortune outside the Council's regulations. As a result, the Terminus systems are a profitable haven of pirates, mercenary groups, and Earth system. System Alliance, the representative of Earth and all human colonies in Citadel space, claim these territories. Earth has increased its holdings more than tenfold since the discovery of the Terran Relay links humanity to the rest of the galaxy. Humanity's aggressive expansionism triggered conflicts with several neighbouring species and their governments, most notably the Batarian hegemony. Despite this, the Systems Alliance shows no signs of slowing its growth. Outer Council space. Outer Council space contains the Isaria and Elcor home planet. While the Elcor content themselves with their home system and a handful of colonies, the Isaria have settlements across the territory, easily the most economically powerful sector of the galaxy. The Isari worlds use their financial clout to keep the galactic market stable. Their military fleet patrol shipping lanes and colony space against smugglers arriving via the relays and the Attican Traverse. Attican Traverse. The Attican Traverse is a large territory on the edge of civilized space. Connected by an extensive collection of relays, its colonies are often raided by the neighbouring Terminus systems. As habitable planets, the colonies persevere despite these attacks. The Attican Traverse is littered with Prothean ruins, which attract archaeological expedition, determined to unlock the secrets of this advanced technology. Keep these as high as possible. If we get any dips on one of them, we gotta fucking focus on. I don't know really where the fuck I'm on the ship. Is this where fucking Miranda? Is this where Miranda's office used to be?
I can't believe the council won't help.
Come on, Sarah. If Thessia was lost and Earth hadn't been touched yet, you could be damn sure we'd be guarding our own borders.
Okay. Oh shit, that was Morden's office. Fuck. Fuck Morden. He died. Shit.
Commander, the Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
Gonna look around. Oh, okay, they have blocked off the old armory. Very dreary now. Alliance has taken over. Shoot me out! Oh. Hello?
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
They've spent years denying the threat. You think they'd be prepared now?
I was kind of hoping that maybe they were planning in secret and just not telling you about it because, you know, Cerberus. Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them, you know, for old time's sake. Commander.
Fucking arrows. Fuck needs arrow. Oh, this really is a fucking government vessel. What shit you see on fucking government.
Commander, you've got a new message at your private terminal.
Hello.
Commander? Come to check on your new recruit.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Next time you need something, just ask. You're not alone here.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the
Jesus.
bone. It costs 6,000 credits.
Eesh.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
Yeah.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me
That's
the chance to stay.
the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you spend that much money on a fucking toothbrush? I think I spent like fucking $5 for a pack of 4 toothbrushes.
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We got bigger problems right now.
Yeah.
Oh, believe me. Seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps.
Fucking nervous wreck.
Stop the Reapers.
She's gonna fucking collapse first sign of danger.
Your messages and
That's not
managing
good.
strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
Where are you from originally?
India?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. If they stayed in London, I imagine they'd be dead right now.
A lot of people back on Earth are still alive, and counting on us.
Quite true, Commander.
Carry on, Specialist.
Let's check my cabin. See how much they fucked up my fucking room. Okay, this is the same fucking room. A hamster! No! This still works. My fish had gone. Fuck yeah, let's get our fucking armor good. Helmet. Probably just read this. Oh yes. Okay. Oh, where's my fucking pink? Get my fucking colors back. I'm gonna try to get my fucking colors back. Purple and pattern. Color. Put it in black just so I can see what pattern. And then we're going fucking purple. yellow on that shit. Pink. Fuck yeah. Look at that fucking... Oh, that does not look nice. Okay. Crew deck. Shit. That's a fucking sombering sight. Holy shit. Dr. Chakwas? Hello.
Commander?
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old med bay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
I guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. The procedure we did for your scarring has produced a lovely synthetic protein overlay. And your body has accepted the implants quite nicely.
It did better. Sure didn't come cheap.
That's it. You're the picture of health.
Hey!
How's our inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them.
Yeah.
If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them.
Yeah, fuck Cerberus.
So no, I don't regret it one bit.
You never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children.
That's pretty fucking
I'm
sad.
blessed with many close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two. We need to end this war.
Yeah.
See you around, Doctor.
Take care, Shepard.
Oh, cool, you can reset them. Man, that's pretty... How's Miss fucking robot going? Nothing? Fucking, what do you call it? I know what they fucking called, I can't... Did she take fucking Miranda's place? Yes, she did. Miranda's old office.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you.
Oh, Glyph!
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
Ooh.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you've found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
You know, I was hoping this new council would be a little more helpful than the last one.
The meeting was less than ideal. At least the council can't deny the Reapers exist. But I'm not sure how much comfort that is while they bicker over which portion of the galaxy to save.
Oh, fuck.
Becoming the big info brokers turned you into a real cynic, Liara. I like it.
I think.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Do the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fucking just kills everything in the fucking galaxy. Like, whoopsie doodle.
Even for us. If something happens on a mission, if either one of us are hurt. Shepard, there's something I need to ask before we go any further. I know you and Garrus grew close.
Oh, fuck.
Is that in the past? Should I forget there was anything between us?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm sorry.
A lot has happened since then, Liara. I don't think we'd work anymore.
Really? Thank you for letting me know.
I think it's best for both of us.
Of course. Well, anyway.
Fuck.
I should get down to business.
I don't know if now I feel like a bad person.
Exactly what the Protheans left us.
Like a bad person now. Thank you for the fucking negative points there, game.
Hello again, Shepard.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
Yeah.
You brought your little helper with you?
Its name is Glyph. It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship. Impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy.
I mean, it was built on that fucking planet?
Eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much
Yeah,
of the
what
ship's
happened to
specialized
Farron?
hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus' ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
What kind of distraction?
What's up my hand?
A ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Can you still operate as the broker without...
What the fuck am I looking over there
Well, I
for?
couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial.
What the fuck am I looking at?
The network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
What am I doing with my head? I'm just spinning side to side. What the fuck am I doing?
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them.
No eye contact in this. This is annoying me.
Barely had records. I knew the elusive.
Is this because we fucking broke up? We're just not looking at each other? That's so fucking childish.
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
Fuck is it just looking away? What?
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
Prothean notes. 2171 to 2185. Glyph, remind me to clean up these old notes. Perhaps reviewing them will lead to something useful for the Prothean device, Liara. 2171. The University of Ceres agreed to sponsor me at the Prothean dig on Dresherop. Very exciting. Professor Hennel is heading the expedition herself. Maybe I can even ask her for her opinion on my thesis outline. Attachment. Thesis on Prothean First Contact Protocols. 2174. I believe Dr. Joshon was right to suggest the Prothean artifacts we unearthed are from the Third Age, not the Fourth. What an embarrassing mistake. At least he seemed to approve of the rest of the paper. Attachment. Paper on the comparison of Prothean technology to modern Asari circuit logic. 2183, Part 1. I'm going on the Therum expedition. I never thought I'd gain permission to visit the Prothean ruins there, but the University of Ceres must have secured the funding after all. Now to pack. Attachment. Paper on the end of the Prothean Empire. 2183, Part 2. Goddess, this human shepherd, has the key to comprehend the Prothean on an instinctual subconscious level. If only I could have been there when the commander touched the beacon on Eden Prime. I'll try to learn more about the cipher on board the Normandy. The involvement of the Reapers is troubling to say the least. Attachment. Paper on the end of the Prothean Empire with correction note. 2185. I reviewed the old Shadow Brokers footage of the Collectors. It's chilling to know that they're the Prothean's husk. At least nothing sentient could possibly remain from after what the Reapers did to them. Attachment. Paper on the Prothean biology. Message from Operative Ferrin to the broker. I made contact with Kazak yesterday. The look on his face was priceless. He's not happy you put me in charge of scouting the Terminus systems, but he's doing a good job of keeping us alive. I've never seen so many pirates and mercs on edge. The black market's unreliable, and it's harder to make contact with suppliers. The Alliance won't be able to rely on it as a source of crucible materials for long if things get worse. Some of the other operatives think we should cut our losses now, but I just keep asking them, what did the odds ever stop the broker? Baron. P.S. I hope he finally got our little friend Droney to stop saying shadow and broker out loud in the same sentence to anyone in sight. Oh, that's fucking trippy. Oh, that looks weird. It's cool, but it's fucking weird. Okay. Armor mod kit. Baron's persuaded these contacts ship an armor mod kit to the Normandy. Technically illegal in Citadel space. Its Omnigel converter and manufacturing fabricator can make a one-time modification to ship its armor, improving shield strength or adding thermal compartments. Oh, hello there. Ah, it was like one or the other. Cool, gotcha.
Please enjoy your day.
What's up in Garrus's old lookout? Ah, the mess, fucking something. I forget what the fuck. Anything to do here? Look at it, but I can't fucking interact with it apparently. Mess sergeant? Maybe that's what it's mess something. Safety signs everywhere. Oh boy. On the toilet. Yep. It's pretty much the same. Yep. I don't even let you go in there, fucking prudes. Life support system. There. Dean's old room. Jimmy's old room. Oh. Bar. There's now a fucking poker table. It's smoking. Someone left their fucking cigarettes still lit. They're fucking expensive, mate. Maybe they're not in the future. Who knows? Let's go to engineering. Okay. Go check out Jack's old spot. These are all the ships that I've collected over the fucking Mass Effect 2. Just scattered around the place, and I just gotta collect them again. Is that what this is? I feel like that's what it is. Hello there, the Adams.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chalk was contacting me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
Your Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel.
Oh, thank God.
They're on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Fantastic.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety.
Yeah.
If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers.
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Okay. Doesn't look like there's any more in here. Shuttle Bay. There's been down here. Floods and cutscenes.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to
That's
just
not what I
jump
said.
in. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega?
On
Is
that
Mr.
fucking
Besa
little
talking
droid
again?
there. Fuck that
So
thing.
what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So, you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. From my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Yep.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident. Practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So you can fly fighters and fix them.
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
I was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Field.
Oh, okay.
The collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
Ooh. Okay. Hello. What we got here? That here. It's just straight up different. Yep. Well, these are upgrades to the current weapons. Gotcha. Yeah, it's increasing the numbers on them. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, there, little doggy. Fantastic. A lot of upgrades from that. Wow, we're really fucking light. Yep. They're the only ones we got. Fantastic. Oh, modify it. Damage perception. Cool. Damage. Fuck yeah. Back on more damage. Yeah, boy. Modify these though. Cool. Fuck yeah. No. I think that's good. More going for weight with that one. I love these things. Like, I feel like humans only design these things to look like dogs. They could have literally made it look like anything, but they made it look like dogs. They specifically designed it to look like dogs. Neat. Far side. How you going, James?
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Fucking shit.
Same as usual. Non-committal, unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yep. We're going to rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You come down here for something? Or are you just looking?
I did just come to chat, but I might stay for the show.
Have to work harder than that if you want me to blush. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
Oh, I can dance.
Okay, Lola. Let's do this.
Don't let my good looks fool you, Vega. I got my share of scars.
You remind me of my old CO.
Oh, yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
I can left yourself open.
Nice.
What do you mean, was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel.
Oh, fuck.
Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
I do.
You a shrink too?
No, but that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
Fucking bare knuckles.
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war!
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey. Thanks for the dance, Lola.
Ooh.
No nicknames, Lieutenant. Okay?
Your ship, your rules. Your laws. Commander.
Cool. Yeah, little fucking kick in its sleep. I love that. It's a neat touch. Humans would fuck, and it's got a tail. What the fuck does it need a tail for and to kick in its sleep? Fucking hell. Doing now.
Hey again. What's up?
What's with you and the nicknames?
It's just my way of remembering people. Some people just don't match their names, you know? So, I just give them a new one.
Right. You mentioned a mission you had against the Collectors. What happened?
Pretty much what I said. Things went foobar, and I was one of the few to make it out. If you want the rest of the story, you're gonna have to get me really drunk, or...
Or what?
That's about it. Sorry, Commander. Just not interested in talking about that. Next topic?
You had a hard time leaving Earth. You still want to head back?
Hell yeah. But I get it now. It's not where I'd be most useful. Not yet, anyway.
We'll get back there.
I know. And I'll do whatever it takes to get us there, Commander.
Maybe no more shuttle crashes.
No promises now that I've gotten the taste for it. Besides, I like to keep Esteban on his toes.
Hey, fuck you!
You got family back on Earth?
Yeah, an uncle. Retired military. Got a few cousins I haven't heard from in a while.
You and your uncle close?
Yep. He was the reason I joined the Marines and was about the only good thing in my life after my mom died.
No dad?
He's there. Somewhere. But I'm not sure I'd call him family. Not anymore. I would like to find out how my uncle's doing, though.
I take it you and Lieutenant Cortez know each other?
Yeah, Esteban did a stint on Fel Prime where me and my squad were stationed. I caught up with him on Earth a few months back. He's a good guy. Just don't tell him I said so. go to his head.
I heard that.
I'll talk to you later.
You bet.
Oh. Let's save, because we've just done a fucking lot of fucking talking. No. Special Ops. From Stephen Hackett, Shepard. Alliance forces are stretched thin across the galaxy. We need your specific talents for a series of ops. These missions will open doors for the Alliance in places we can't touch through conventional means. Deploy operatives to hold point after you've completed your objectives. I need you to head to Cerberus lab on the planet Sanctum. I'll brief you when you're inbound. Reinstatement. From Stephen Hackett. Commander Shepard. This letter formally acknowledges your reinstatement into the Alliance Navy per Admiral David Anderson's recent verbal communication. Under Emergency War Powers Regulation 903.5, you are hereby authorized to assume command of the Normandy SR-2. You are directed to begin interdiction operations against any and all enemies posing a threat to Earth, its colonies and its allies. Furthermore, you are granted diplomatic authority to establish treaties with non-human races as required to support your mission. Sincerely, Admiral Stephen Hackett. Emergency flash traffic urgent. From Alliance Fleet Operations. Flash X1A.34. All Alliance military personnel. This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol System. Earth under Reaper attack. All Alliance military personnel are directed to evacuate Sol System at first available opportunity. Do not attempt Earth approach. Heavy enemy resistance reported. Repeat, do not attempt Earth approach. Further instructions to follow on coded channel. Crimson Tacit. Aerospace Alliance personnel unable to evacuate are directed to commence any and all necessary countermeasures. AEI 9. Subject, my dog. Ben Shepard. I was a contractor working on the Normandy's haptic interface when I was in the dry dock. Your VI Edie emailed me to let me know I left my dog back on board. I'm all the way out in Terra Nova now and would hate for you to go a million clicks out of your way to drop off my dog. Please just take care of her. She likes exploring, sniffing chemical trails, and 750 volt outlets. Thank you and sorry for the trouble. I promise you won't be too much of a headache. About. So he's literally a robot dog. It's literally that. It's designed to be a dog. N7 weaponry. From Lieutenant D. Eugene. Man Shepard, your VI Edie had put in a request for me for a handful of N7 grade weapons. Happy to oblige. I led the engineers who retrofitted the Normandy when I was turned over to the Alliance. Edie kept me company when we were overhauling the Normandy's interior. Beautiful ship, Commander. I'll miss working on her. I left the guns in your weapon locker. Best of luck, Lieutenant D. Eugene, Alliance Engineering Corps. And they're in my weapon locker. ANN alert new article Quarian Fleet. From Alliance News Network Information Partners. From Mauritius Realist. ANN contributor. Citadel. Where is the Quarian fleet? The latest intelligence shows that the Reapers are taking systems after system at a feverish pace. Members of all races are fleeing their station colonies, in some cases their homeworlds. This kind of forced exodus might seem especially familiar to the nomadic Quarians who were pushed off their homeworld by the synthetic Geth centuries ago. As the galaxy pushes back against the Reapers, the Quarians are conspicuously absent. Turian and Alliance spokespeople cannot provide the fleet's current location. They say they have other concerns at the moment. Whatever the Quarians are up to, they want it kept secret for the Council. After refueling stop at Ilium, the fleet left no stated destination. and there were also reports of a galaxy-wide call for all young adult Quarians to abandon their pilgrimages to rejoin the fleet. Greedy and short-sighted powers will always try to gain the upper hand in times of galactic crises. We can only hope that whatever the Quarians are planning does not interfere with the only thing that should matter stopping the Reapers. Read Ricius Aurelius' regular column, View of the Empire, exclusively on NN. Welcome back gift from Edie. While we were in dry docks, Joker suggests a small welcoming gift would be appropriate to have on hand, should you be reinstated as commanding officer. As the ship does not have the capacity to accommodate the dancers he suggested, I chose something from the Systems Alliance catalogue. Soldiers who have held an N7 designation for 5 years or more are entitled to a commemorative hooded jacket for wear on off-duty hours. Find it among the selection of casual clothing in your cabin. I was wondering what the fuck that was about. You have an upgrade waiting from Glyph. Dear Commander Shepard, some of the data you have found allowed me to research an upgrade for you. The access determined to Dr. Sony's office at your convenience, and you may choose how and when to implement it. Have a pleasant day, Glyph. Priority mission, Eden Prime. Cerberus has attacked Eden Prime and is now occupying the colony. Alliance forces are stretched too thin right now to attempt to liberate the colony. We've been doing what we can to covertly aid the local resistance. In the process, we've learned that Cerberus has uncovered a major Prothean artifact. We don't know what it is, but it appears to be the reason for the attack on the colony. We need you to infiltrate the colony and recover the artifact. What's the fucking map looking like? Oh. Clusters already conquered by the Reapers can be accessed using Normandy's stealth drive. Search these clusters for survivors, salvage, and valuable. They're in the fucking serpent. What the fuck? Oh wait, no, this is the galactic map. Holy shit! I was gonna say, fuck me, that would have been fucking scary. No, that's Earth over here. Over. Can't even access Earth, I don't think. Normally is equipped with new and improved scanning pulse and detect objects of interest. Use this to uncover war assets, artifacts, intel, and fuel as you fly around the system. Be aware, however, that each time the pulse is used, the chance Reapers will enter the system to investigate is increased. Reaper enters the system you are in. Flee. Wait until you have completed a mission before returning. Supposedly constructed by long-extinct Protheans, the Colossal Deep Space Station serves as the capital of the Citadel Council. Gravity is simulated through rotation. It's a comfortable 1.02 standard Gs on the wards, and a light 0.3 standard Gs on the Presidium Ring. Total length. I'll just go. Nothing. Fantastic. Space. An anospace. What's an anospace? Here. Hello. Pato. Pato, a carbonaceous asteroid, became notable for element zero deposits. The deposits, which indicate it was an extrasolar capture, were discovered by the Solarians shortly before they found the mass relay in the Pranash system. Naturally, all Element Zero was mined out long ago. The asteroid is named for the clan of Pato II Dynan Mal Enast Solum Amar, known to humans as Amar Solum. This shy, retiring eccentric was an undergraduate when more important astrogeologists passed off the first ESO deposits to him. He ran the fateful tests that discovered its mass-affecting properties. 3 centuries after his death, rival clans fought for credit for this discovery. The truth won out after a lengthy academic war. I'm just gonna check this out. I don't really understand exactly. Okay. Let's just scan fucking. Draggle. Tiny rock planet Draggle is notable for its status as a strategic reserve of heavy metals. It has been warmed slightly by a thin atmosphere of nitrogen carbon monoxide, but otherwise remains hostile in the clandestine fashion typical of Solarians. The military outpost orbits the planet, but does not appear on Alliance star maps. Like Saradrill, Draggle is named for the matrilineal clan that sent the first manned mission to the planet's surface. However, a thriving minority from the Sylar clan sent the first manned mission to orbit the planet insists to this day that their landing attempts was sabotaged by the Draggles. The planet should bear their name. Relations between the two clans remain tense. Saradrill. Sokesh's sister planet is in a weak hothouse state, retaining enough carbon dioxide and monoxide to form an atmosphere thicker than a garden world's, but thinner than a true hothouse like Venus. In the early days of Solarian space exploration, the species saw mining the planet as an engineering challenge. When Solarians made contact with the Asari, the robo-mining industry developed. Planets like Saradrill quickly became the galactic standard. The planet is named for the Saradrill clan, specifically the Solarian Dalatris Saradrill. I can read that. He sponsored the first manned mission to the planet. In antiquity, the planet was named for various gods. The star first classified it as a planet rather than a star, but Nura's political machinations won out. The planet now bears her clan's name on all standard Solarian stars. It's the Solarian home system. Draggle. The tiny rock planet Draggle is notable. I can read that one. Solarian homeworld, has been likened to the jungles of Earth. Pretty to look at, teeming with life, uncomfortable to live in, and dangerous to the unwary. The technophilic Solarian had significant pollution and waste problems early in the development of their society. They also embraced social solutions just as quickly, and through complex breeding rules, Sokesh now maintains a crowded but sustainable population. The planet tends to be wetter than Earth, and Solarian cities spare no expense to provide fresh water, as one might expect from an amphibious species. Due to Sokesh's location in the galaxy, far from dark space, it is yet to be invaded by the Reapers. But rulers are also aware of attack, because they could not strike the first blow, as their military doctrine suggests, when they already considered their forces at a severe disadvantage. 10.3. Aljuice. Space investors are fond of saying you can't exhaust a gas giant. The Solarians have certainly tried. Aljuice is home to a thriving community of robo-miners and those who work in helium-3 collection and refinement. More than 16 of Aljuice's more metallic moons have been settled. The giant bears the name of the Aljuice Corporation, which combined the best efforts of several Solarian clans to manufacture the advanced shielding necessary to colonize the planet's moons. The planet's magnetosphere retains massive amounts of radioactive ions from Pranash, the system's star. Because of this, the cities on the moon's subsurface, protected from lethal radiation levels, are shielding in thick layers of rock. Hail Juice was brought about centuries ago, but the name endures as a symbol of Solarian innovation and... Does it say the capital was... It does not say. Okay, cool. Yeah, there is fuel in this. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do a scan. Yeah. No. We'll do it over here. That's it. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna check how the fucking scan thing works because I don't actually understand it. No, I don't understand it. What system is it with? Paris. No. Literally nothing here. There's only certain systems that have it. Okay, okay. Important. We got missions there. Just lab. Yeah. Let's go to Kite's Nest. Apparently there's Reapers here. I don't know what that entails, but there are apparently Reapers here. Let's see, because I got no clue. Speculus. Speculus is a relatively large rock and ice planet known for deposits of magnetically active Periclase, which interferes with some starship scans. Conspiracy theories and pulp adventure claim that secret fortresses are concealed under the ice. Reaper invasion force appears to have passed the planet by. It's likely the only insight that Organics will ever have into the Reaper's literary taste. No. Barush is a hydrogen-helium gas giant named for an ancient Batarian monarch whose empire spanned continents. He had such a penchant for mating that 0.6% of modern Batarians claim to trace their lineage to him. Planet's moons are named after his miraculous wives. The largest beer are concealed Prothean ruins that helped the Batarians develop FTL travel. It is a Batarian point of pride that since the ruins were damaged, earthquake had less information to go on than other spacefaring species. Reapers have destroyed all obvious military outposts in Varesha's Batarians' notorious secrecy, however, allowed concealed subterranean facilities on Varesha's moons to survive. This must be the Batarian home system. Desda. A dwarf planet, Desda, was explored in the beginnings of Batarian space age and mined for its unusual occurrences of uranium, which is rare in Karshan. Whether the planet has been completely mined out is unclear. Accurate data on the planet was lost after the power struggle within the Batarian government. The Reaper attack has further worsened the information flow. Karshan, the Batarian homeworld, is wrapped less in mystery than in outright lie. Batarian propaganda claims the world has 15 billion inhabitants and an economy that rivals the Asari. Although the legal slave trade does boost the Batarians' profits somewhat, Citadel sanctions have left a paper tiger of an empire, one that fights rivals through deniable terrorist actions rather than the wars of its heyday centuries ago. Reapers will likely be the death blow to that empire. Almost no information has escaped Karshan since the Reapers destroyed the comm buoys. But Batarian refugees say that resistance has created a bond among the commoners. If a new government can rise from the ashes, that bond may sustain a new Batarian society. Tiny rock and ice planet that is now missing much of its ice. Ilum was part of a grand project by a hegemony dictator known as Grabosht the Mad. His aim was to drop enormous chunks of Ilum ice on the surfaces of otherwise uninhabitable desert planets in the hopes of creating sustainable lakes and seas. Wiser heads than he pointed out that diverting the comet was more plausible, but Grabosht executed those who disagree with him. Grabosht's career was surprisingly long given his loose grip of reality, mostly because his projects employed large numbers of Batarians. Today, Ilum lies abandoned. Hegemony spy drones still orbit the planet, but it's doubtful anyone on Karshan paying attention to what they send back. Okay, there's a percentage of someone. Adek. Adek is a brutally hot and wet garden world covered with molds and lichen. It has many viruses and bacteria lethal to Batarian physiology. Hegemony colonized Adek early in its expansion, but few of the colonists wanted to stay. The result was domination by a class of landed slave owners. A small cadre of well-paid engineers and skilled labourers kept the planet's mechs and infrastructure functioning. Last estimates put the planet's Batarian population at just over 6 million, but that number has likely fallen since the Reapers have arrived. Los. Los is a rock planet with almost no atmosphere to speak of. Consequently, the planet retains fairly little heat, considering how close it orbits to an energetic star. The relatively mild temperature made Klos attractive. Oh my god. For robo-mining, with emphasis on platinum. The planet also has an abundance of sodium oxide, used in the manufacture of eye. But profit margins on that compound are thin by comparison. Reapers have destroyed the surrounding orbital stations surrounding Klos and cut the strands of the power elevators that earlier generations of Batarians used to transport goods back to orbit. Fuck my brains. Right. Reapers have destroyed the orbital station surrounding Klos and cut the strands of the space elevator that earlier generations of Batarians transport goods to them. Iska. According to Batarian propaganda, the Batarian population exceeds the council rate. The Batarian military is the most powerful, and Batarians and the Batarians' unlivable hothouse planets are the hottest and most unlivable. Their best proof of this last point is Ezka, closely orbits the scorching yellow-white star Untrill. Ezka's nitrogen-heavy atmosphere might once have held oxygen, but if so, it burned off long ago. Even if their best proof of this is the last point of Ezka, closely orbits the scorching yellow-white star Untrill. Ezka's nitrogen-heavy atmosphere might once have held oxygen, but if so, it burned off long ago. Even robot miners don't care for Ezka, though some modern mining equipment withstand the heat. Machinery still gets stuck in the soup of molten white metals on the planet's surface. Reaper presence near Ezka seems light. Scans reveal wreckage orbiting the planet, likely destroyed hegemony surveillance. Uzo is a methane-rich gas giant. The wreckage around the Helium-3 infrastructure is unusual. It looks as if fleeing Batarians tried to sever the collection equipment and take it with them when they were attacked. No Reaper ships, functional or otherwise, are immediately detectable, suggesting that Batarians may have actually turned on each other. Ugh. Okay, oh. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Get the fuck out of there. Press the wrong button. Basically, don't do it in a system where there's fucking Reapers. That's what that means. That's what it fucking means. I've done that. I got a feeling that's the main story one. That's the odd one. But oh, I should actually have on journal. Should have a bit of, apparently they got a fucking priority to them. Why is that one different? Oh, that's a DLC one. Okay. Hmm. Um. Actually, we're out of money, so we shouldn't stick around with that. Eventually have to come away. Like a mission there apparently. Let's get. Xanadu. Xanadu's atmosphere is composed of methane and argon, while the planet's frozen surface is largely potassium with deposits of calcium. Its location in the deep cold of the outer system and the lack of valuable resources leave little to recommend it. Nirvana. Nirvana has a trace atmosphere of xenon and krypton. The surface is a mix of water, ice, and iron oxides, and cryovolcanic plumes of potassium concentrated around the equatorial ridge. Nirvana has little commercial or scientific interest, though a few geological research stations were constructed in the early 2160s. All have been shut down for years. The Alliance maintained an automated ice cracking station, which stockpiled a large amount of deuterium fuel for use by the fleet. This was commandeered in the preparations for the war, and now Nirvana is completely silent. Zion. Zion is a hydrogen helium gas giant, even larger than Jupiter. Despite its deep gravity well and lethal radiation, it supports a small helium-3 mining industry. The reason is simple. As the only gas giant in the Utopia system, it is the only local source of fuel for Eden Prime's power stations in spaceport. Zion has 112 natural satellites, ranging from orbiting asteroids to the moon of Asphodel, which is large enough to retain a thick atmosphere. Check this one, Arcadia. An unusually large terrestrial world, Arcadia has a dense atmosphere composed of nitrogen and helium. Its scorching hot surface is mainly composed of alkaline basalts. Metal deposits are plentiful. Though several spectacular examples of basalt formations offer scenic beauty, Arcadia's hostile environment has precluded commercial development. Expensive as fuck, no. Fuck me, that's expensive. No, I might head off. I'm fucking really tired. Really fucking tired today. I might head off. We're right where we can start. Next one, the next mission next time. I'm just fucking pooped. I gotta go to bed. I can't fucking. Hello. I need to go. Really fucking tired. I guess I'll see you guys next time. I'm really fucking. Okay. Bye bye.